Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We have completed simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect continuous, simple past, and past continuous. Today, I'm going to start with past perfect tense. Here we have we use the past perfect tense to arrange past actions according to their sequence of occurrence. With the help of this tense, we can distinguish between actions that have taken place in the past and the time before past. Okay, I'll explain with the help of this example. Radha remembered that she had already deposited the money in the bank. Now, in this sentence, you have two verbs. One is remembered and one is deposited. Two actions are given there. And both occurred in the past. Now, you have to see in the past which action occurred first and which action after that. So first work which was done, that was deposited. And after that, the action which was done, that was remembered. So with the first action, you have to use past perfect tense, that is had already deposited. And with the second action, you have to use simple past tense, right? You can see here also. This is the now time, present time. This is the past and before past. So this remembered occurred this time and had already deposited occurred before past or before deposited. Sorry, before remembered. So in this you have had already deposited past perfect tense, and in this second action you have remembered simple past tense. Now, structure of verb in past perfect tense is use of had. With that, third form of verb, that is past participle. And in this sentence, third form of verb is deposited. So had deposited is past perfect tense. Now, using the past perfect tense, where we can use. These are the points here. First one, refer to an action that was over before another action at a particular time in the past. So both the actions occurring in the past, but one action occurred before the other action. So in that first action, you have to use past perfect tense. See this? I reached after the shop had closed for the day. So first, this closing was done and after that, reaching. So in that first action, we have past perfect had closed. And in the second action, reached, we have simple past tense. Second point, report a completed action in the past. Something which had been completed in the past time. Rohit told me that he had received an award in 1986. This is the action in the past. This is the action which occurred before this past action. So here we have had received, past perfect, and here we have told, simple past. Refer to a past action that was expected to happen but did not happen. See the sentence? I had thought of meeting him before he left for the USA. So this was expected action, which was going to happen, but it didn't happen. So here we have had thought, past perfect tense. They had wanted to become a part of the project, but they couldn't participate in the competition. So again, expected to be happening, but it didn't happen. So here we have had wanted. That is past perfect tense. So these are the conditions where you can use past perfect tense. Here, this exercise now. Rewrite the following news report using the simple past or the past perfect tense. First is done. The disastrous storm Ella destroyed all that the villagers had built. In place of build, you have to write past perfect had built, B-U-I-L-T, throughout their lives. The cyclone hit, it will remain same, simple past, West Bengal on Monday, May 25, 2009 at 1:30 p.m., leaving more than 1 lakh affected. The cyclone, word is begin. Your answer is, according to the sentence, the cyclone began to weaken by the evening. Rising waters cut off. Cut will remain cut in simple past. Three forms of cut is cut, cut, and cut only. Cut off many villages in the Sundarbans. The chief minister requested the Union Finance Minister to deploy the army for rescue operations. The finance minister of the state reported that the government had called in the army and the border security force to lend a hand to the local administration in relief operations. Tidal waves triggered by the storm in the Bay of Bengal damaged thousands of houses in Bangladesh. Bangladesh officials said that the storm had killed at least 7 people. My friends who had arrived in India just the day before donated some money for the victims. So this is the exercise. After this, we have structure of this tense in different sentences. First, we have affirmative. Subject is given there. He, she, I, we, singular also, plural given there, because with both we have to use had only. He had read, they had read. Negative will be had not. You have to add not there with had. She hadn't read, you hadn't read. So this is affirmative and negative. Now let's see interrogative sentences. With WH word, what, auxiliary verb had, what had, then you have subject, can be singular or plural. She read, they read, he read. Negative interrogative sentence. Use of WH word, what, hadn't, or you can say had not, they read. So this is the structure in negative interrogative using WH word. Without WH word, had they read this book or that book? Now, next we have past perfect continuous tense. Let's see what's there. The past perfect continuous tense is used to refer to the duration of a past action that went on till a particular time in the past. It gives information about the continuity of a longer action among two or more actions or events in the past. Let's see the sentence, then I'll explain. Shireen's brother had been preparing to go to bed when she reached home. In this also we have two actions mentioned. One is reached and one is preparing. Now, when this thing happened, reached, what they were doing, which they started before, and at this time also it was going on. So this way it is explained here. Shireen's brother is preparing to go to bed this time, and here reached home this time. So he started at this time and it continued till this time. So in such condition, you have to use past perfect continuous tense. The work which started at some past time, and at some past time only it was in continuation. It was going on. So in that condition, past perfect continuous tense is used. Now, structure of verb in past perfect continuous is use of had, then use of been, and with that ing form of verb, or you can say present participle. That is, in this example, it is had been preparing. Now, next thing, it's here. While past perfect tense is used for completed actions in the past, the past perfect continuous is used for continued actions in the past time. This is the difference between past perfect and past perfect continuous. These two examples given here. We had eaten dinner. That means the work completed. This is past perfect tense. We have had eaten. Next one. We had been eating dinner when the phone rang. This shows past tense. So at this time when phone rang, what was going on, which started before, that means had been eating. They started at some past time, and at this past time when the phone rang, that time this work was going on. So this is past perfect continuous. I hope you have understood the difference between two, past perfect and past perfect continuous. Now let's see where we can use past perfect continuous tense. First point, refer to an action that started before another action in the past and was either in progress or it just ended when the second action took place. It gives you the answer to the question, how long? I had been waiting for you in the lounge for 3 hours. I came back just now. So that means this action was in continuation, which started before this action. Show the cause of something that happened in the past. Reason of something, why that thing happened in the past time. There was no transport available in the city yesterday. The drivers had been observing a transport strike. Now, why transport was not available? Because drivers were on strike. So in that condition, you have to use past perfect continuous tense. So we have drivers had been observing a transport strike. So had been observing is past perfect continuous tense. Next point, report a past continued action. If we are reporting what happened, she said that she had been looking for you for the last 1 hour. Please meet her once. So this time period is mentioned here for the last 1 hour. That means this work that is looking started at some past time, and from that time till this time, that means started 1 hour before, and after that also it was in continuation. So had been looking here. So some time period is mentioned with since or for. Note that you can use time expressions such as since and for with past perfect continuous tense as you do with the present perfect continuous tense. I've told you that in present perfect continuous tense, some time expression or time period or point of time is given there. And for that, we use since and for. Same thing with past perfect continuous tense also. Okay. Now, structure of the past perfect continuous tense in affirmative. You have subjects here, singular as well as plural given there. Because with both we have to use head. So head there, been studying. So he had been studying. She had been studying or they had been studying. If you have to make negative of this, then you have to add not with head. So we have we hadn't been studying or you hadn't been studying. This is negative form. Let's see interrogative using WH question or WH word. What? Auxiliary verb head. Then subject you have to use. You can take singular or plural. Head, he, then auxiliary verb that is been here. What had he been studying? Or if you have to make negative of this, what hadn't he been studying? So this is negative interrogative. Next, we have this exercise here. You have to use past tense, past perfect tense, or past perfect continuous tense. First is done. The film already start. This is the word given there in the bracket. When we dash the theater. Your answer is the film had already started when we reached the theater. That means before reaching, this work was already done. This is also done in the past and this was also done in the past, but this was done before this action. So here we have past perfect and here simple past. Raj is tired as he dashed for the last 1 hour. Now for the last 1 hour is given there. So we have to use past perfect continuous. Raj is tired as he had been running for the last 1 hour. Next one. My father dashed for the company for the last 20 years when they dash him the best employee of the year award. My father had been working for the company for the last 20 years when they awarded him the best employee of the year award. Next one. I could not sleep well at night because I dashed a lot of coffee the whole day. So your answer is, I could not sleep well at night because I drank a lot of coffee the whole day. Now sentence number E. When I dash college, I dash that I dash the door of my house open. Words are given there in the bracket. So first one, when I reached college, I realized that I had left the door of my house open. Sentence F, Deepak dash because he dash at all. Deepak did not do well because he had not studied at all. Now, next sentence. You dash that you dash a novel for the last 1 year, but I see no sign of that. You said that you had been writing a novel for the last 1 year. For the last 1 year is given there, so we have to use had been writing. Next one. The pavements are wet. It dash since morning. The pavements are wet. It had been raining since morning. So this is your exercise. Next now, I'm taking future tense. Past we have completed. Now starting with future tense. Future tense also has 4 forms: simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. First, we have simple future tense. Let's see what's written here. Simple future refers to an action or a state of being that has not taken place at the time of speaking and is thought or predicted or expected to take place at a certain time in the future. Any action that is going to happen at some future time, there we use simple future tense. Now, structure of simple future tense is we have to use will or shall. With that, first form of verb. This is a structure of verb in simple future tense. Here we have examples. First one, I shall help you with your homework. That means it will happen at some future time. So we have shall, and with that first form of verb, that is help, given there. Next one, he is going to travel with you to the USA. Sometimes for this tense we use going to form also. So here we have is going to show that this will happen at some future time. Now this timeline is given there. Let's see. I shall help you with your homework. Now, time of speaking is this present time. This is the past time. This is the present and then future. Now, this time is promising, but he will help at this future time. So we have shall help you. This shows this is simple future tense. Now next, using the simple future, or where we can use simple future tense. First one, a general statement about the future. Simple statement there that this will happen at some future time. When will you be free to show me your painting? So he's talking of future. We have will, and with that be here. Next example, this stock of food will be enough for you for a month. So this will be shows sentence is in simple future tense. Next one, an action or event or state of being that is certain to happen in the future, that is surely to be happen. My daughter will turn 13 this November. So this is certainty, surety. So here we have simple future, will turn. Next one. I am going to finish this work before 8 a.m. That is for future time. So before that, you will finish that. So here we have going to form in place of will or shall. Going to finish, first form of verb. Next point, a prediction in terms of an action or event or state of being in future. There was a minor accident in the morning. The surface transport will give you trouble. So this may happen because here we have some degree of uncertainty. So will give simple future. It's a kind of prediction. So not sure of this thing. I think she will accept the offer. So this is also prediction. So will accept is simple future tense here. Next one, a planned or intended action in the future. If some planning is there we can use simple future tense. I will pick you up from your office on my way back. So he has planned this thing of picking. So here he is using simple future tense, will pick. Next sentence. The bookseller is going to get your book by the next week. So here we have going to form to show this planning or intention. So we have going to with that first form of get, that is get only, going to get your book by the next week. Now, next point, expected action in the future, something expected which will happen at some future time. The results are going to be published in a week's time. So for that expectation or expected action, we are using going to form here, results plural. So we have are here, going to be published in a week's time. Next example, Rita will return my book today. This is also an expected action that this should happen. So here we have will return for that condition. So this way we can use simple future tense in different sentences. Let's see this exercise now. Fill in the blanks with will, shall, or going to. First is done. I'm going to the station. Can you tell me the fastest way to reach there? So M is already given there. So it's understood that you have to use going to. You cannot use will or shall there. Next one. Going by a direct bus is the fastest. Bus number 2CA. Now here, what you can write? Will take you to the railway station. Surety there, so we have will here. She didn't do well in the test. Her mother is, your answer is, going to be very disappointed. Fourth sentence. I can't hear you clearly. Will you speak a little louder? So here your answer is will. Sentence number E. We shall have a farewell party tonight. Sentence if I shall take permission from my father to go to the party. Sentence number G. All our classmates will come. Sentence H. We are. Now here we have to use going to. We are going to have a great time. Sentence I. Our class teacher. Your answer is will. Our class teacher will be there too. Next one. Are we dash buy something for our teacher? So here you'll have to write, are we going to buy something for our teacher? Last sentence. The memento dash remind her of our batch. So your answer is the memento will remind her of our batch. So this was exercise related to simple future. Now structure of verbs in different sentences in simple future will be doing tomorrow, and with that we'll do future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. So that's all for today. Thank you all and have a nice day.